Hi, welcome back to Tashida's Lit Lounge, where literacy is lit. And I am now going to read to you Chapter 3, A Movement Begins, from The March on Washington by Bonnie Bader. A movement begins. For Black people, speaking out against unfair treatment was an enormous risk, especially in the South. They could be arrested or lose their jobs. Their homes could be destroyed. They could be beaten or even killed for standing up for their rights. But while it was dangerous, many brave Black men and women did speak out and challenge this treatment. In the early 1900s, they created new groups and organizations to challenge racist laws. The most famous of these organizations was the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NAACP. Founded in 1909. The NAACP had both Black and white leaders who worked to improve the lives of Black people throughout the United States. Other people worked to improve the lives of Black people too, such as A. Philip Randolph, who founded an organization for Black railroad porters. Porters were workers who took care of passengers on overnight train trips. When the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters was founded in 1925, it was one of the first times that Black workers had a union, a group that fought and spoke out for their fair treatment. In 1937, after protesting unfair conditions for Black porters, the Brotherhood got the workers more money, shorter working hours, and better working conditions. Randolph and the members of the union learned that organizing and protesting could change an unfair situation. Inspired by the Brotherhood's success, Randolph decided to try and protest in other ways. When World War II broke out, he realized that there would be new jobs in the defense industry. Most companies that made equipment and supplies for the military had whites-only hiring policies. Randolph decided to lead a march to protest this discrimination. He and other organizers spread the word in barbershops, grocery stores, and local businesses. At first, 10,000 people were expected to attend, but the number quickly swelled to over 100,000. The march was scheduled to take place July 1st, 1941. But a week before the march, President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued an order prohibiting discrimination in the defense industry. Just planning a march had been enough to create change. Black Americans saw that their voices could be heard when they joined together. By the end of the war, Black people had learned how to organize and how to spread their message. They knew how powerful protests could be. They were starting a movement in the United States. This movement was not about violence. It was about justice. It was peaceful. It was organized. It became known as the Civil Rights Movement. And here we have a selection from Melody. That's not fair. After school, I hold Mommy's hand as we walk through the lobby of Detroit Bank. We're the only black people in sight, and I'm the only child. As we stand in a short line, I feel uncomfortable. I take a deep breath and remind myself that I'm standing up for my sister and for making things fair. When it's my turn, I let go of Mommy's hand and step up to the counter. I make myself as tall as I can. The bank teller is an older white woman with red hair. I would like to withdraw my money, I tell her. And how much would you like to withdraw? The teller asks. All of it, I tell her. The teller raises her eyebrows. Are you sure? She asks kindly. Yes, I say firmly. My sister is really good with money and numbers, but this bank wouldn't let her apply for a summer job because she's black. That's not fair. The teller looks confused for a moment. Do you understand, dear, that if you withdraw everything, you'll close the account? I see her glance over my head in Mommy's direction. I slide my bank book across the counter. My insides are quivering a little, but I look straight at the teller. Yes, I understand. This bank discriminates against black people. I don't want to keep my money here anymore. And that is the end of chapter 3. Thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the knowledge that I have given you through this book. I enjoy reading to you. Please come again for chapter 4, Brown and Boycotts. Good night.